Imagine you are sitting in an RHCSA exam room. The timer is running. Your hands are on the keyboard. And suddenly your mind goes blank. Not because you didn't study, not because you didn't know Linux, but because everything you practice at home looks slightly different on this screen. The tasks are worded differently, the system behaves differently, and the clock doesn't care. That moment, that sinking feeling, is exactly why so many people fail RHCSA. And by the way, for those who don't know RHCSA, it stands for Red Hat Certified System Administrator, and it's a certification exam. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the real reasons people fail this exam and exactly what you need to do differently to pass it. Hi, I'm Imran Afzal. I have helped thousands of people build successful IT careers. And today, I help professionals grow through IT career coaching, corporate upskillings, and AI productivity workshops. I have been in IT for over 25 years. I have trained over 1 million students worldwide, and I have seen every RHCSA mistake there is, so you don't have to make them yourself. Let's start with mistakes that hurts the most, and it's one that nobody talks about enough. Preparing with outdated material. I recently heard from a student who failed his RHCSA exam. He was honest about what happened. He said, I understood the questions, but I had prepared on an older version of Red Hat. The exam was on the latest version. The topics were different. That's why I failed. That is not a knowledge failure. That is a preparation failure. And it happens more than you think. Red Hat updates its exam objectives regularly. If your course, your labs, or your practice environment are not aligned with the current version of RHEL, you're preparing for an exam that no longer exists. Check your material, verify the version before you do anything else. Now here is the mistake almost everyone makes. And I say this with love. Watching videos and calling it preparation. No, RHCSA is not a multiple choice question. It is a performance-based exam. Red Hat is watching what you do on the live stream, even if you're doing remotely, not what you know in theory. Think of it this way. Watching cooking videos, for example, for 6 months doesn't mean you can open a restaurant. Before that, you need to learn how to make at least one cup of tea with your own hands. Spill it a few times, burn it once, then try it again. Linux is the same way. You have to type the commands yourself, make the mistakes yourself, break things and fix them yourself. This is the only way the skills become real. According to a report by Red Hat, hands-on experience is the single strongest predictor of exam success among RHCSA candidates. They are the one who are saying who prepared these exams. So watching without doing is the faster path to failing. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just about practicing commands. It's about understanding what you are doing and why. In the exam, a task might ask you to create a user, assign the correct group, set the right permission, and make sure the account behaves exactly as specified. That's not one command. That's a complete workflow. And if you have only memorized user add command without understanding user management as a concept, one small gap breaks the entire answer. The same applies to file permissions. Knowing change mod or chmod is not enough. You need to understand ownership, read, write, execute, and group access together as a system. Because in RHCSA, one wrong permission settings can fail a task you otherwise knew perfectly. There's another area where confident students quietly fall apart. The hard topics. For example, storage, LVM, SELinux, firewall rules, networking, boot, troubleshooting, containers. Most people practice until they feel comfortable. And comfortable usually means the easy stuff. creating files, checking IP addresses, running basic commands, but the exam doesn't stop at comfortable. It goes straight into the topics that most people avoided during preparation. Don't avoid the hard topics. That's exactly where your exam score is hiding. Here's a surprising one that cost people marks at the very end, and that is not testing after reboot. In RHCSA, your configuration has to survive after system restart. I know a lot of people make that mistake. If you set up a service, configure a storage, or apply firewall rules, reboot the system and verify it again, because Linux is brutally honest. If your configuration is correct, beautiful, it works. But if it's wrong, Linux will not give you an extra mark for trying or even typing. The real question is, RHCSA is never just, is it working now? It's always, will it still work after reboot? And one more thing, time management. The surprising part is most people who fail RHCSA actually know enough to pass. They just run out of time. They get stuck on one difficult task, spend 20 minutes on it, and never get back to the question they could have answered so easily. Now here's a strategy. I give every student I coach, and this is the strategy they follow. Complete what you know first. Build that momentum because it will build confidence. Then return to the hard task with a calm mind and time still on your clock. And please avoid exam dumps. I know they look like shortcuts, but our RHCSA is a live system. When something breaks and the timer is running, memorize answer from a dump will not save you. So don't download those dumps from internet. Real skills matter most. Here's why all of this matters beyond just passing a test. Linux powers over 90% of the world's cloud infrastructure. Yes, that matters. It runs AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. It sits at the foundation of cybersecurity, DevOps, automation, and system administration. Now, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in US, Linux system administrator roles are projected to grow steadily through 2030, with the median salaries well above the national average for IT roles. When you earn your RHCSA, you are not just adding a certification to your resume. You are proving to every employer that you can work on a live system under pressure and get the job done. That is a skill most people don't have. And it's exactly why employers pay for it. This is why I created 2 courses specifically designed to get you through this exam the right way. The first is my RHCSA course, Linux Red Hat Certified System Administrator, fully updated for the current version of RHEL. It takes you through every exam topic step by step with hands-on labs, so you are practicing on a real system, not just watching someone else do it. The second is Practice Exam course, which is Linux RHCSA EX200 Practice Exams and Answers, which puts you in a real exam condition before you sit the actual test. Real tasks, real pressure, real feedback. Both of these courses, by the way, are available on my website, utclisolutions.com. Now, I want to hear from you. And here's my question, and I want you to answer them in the comments. What is the one RHCSA topic that makes you the most nervous? Is that storage, SELinux, boot, troubleshooting, containers? Tell me please, because your comment will definitely help someone avoid the mistake and pass the exam. And I can work on that to explain that concept or that topic in a simple English for people who have trouble understanding. So folks, if you learned anything from this video, then I request you to please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and let's keep learning together.